Bye.
After high school, and some people stay exactly the same.
Thank you.
He's delusional and thinks that we're friends.
Thanks for a lovely dinner.
Fish food. You don't find that a little troubling?
I said that I wanted fish.
And all the visits when you're alone. They used to call him Gordo the Weirdo.
I think he's nice, and he's been very generous.
What you're talking about is a one-sided friendship. You're essentially being forced into a breakup.
There's no easy way to say this. Don't visit us anymore.
I often say, you know, it's hard to direct a movie. Just to direct a movie. You know, I haven't directed two classics, Space Jam and 2 AM. You know, I know this.
Yeah.
And also, you know, I did double duty, triple duty, even, you know, quadruple duty on some of those things. You know, out there being body double for Michael Jordan, giving an Academy Award a performance in my own movie. You know, I mean, it's hard. That's why I have respect for my fellow directors and actors who can do both, but can they do both effectively? And that's what we're going to talk about right now. Now, y'all have seen Joel Edgerton. Joel Edgerton has taken on many roles in many movies. You've seen him as the tough guy mostly these days. You know, he's been special ops guys and Marines and fighters.
Yeah.
Warrior, yeah. Look at this. Somebody talking about Warrior. And now
he was the asshole in The Great Gatsby.
That's right. Always playing some tough asshole. Now he's taking a turn. In this, he plays a guy named Gordo. And there he is right there. Gordo is not, well, he's a creepy motherfucker. Let's just get right down.
Yeah, there's no getting around.
There's no getting around. I mean, shit, you're looking at him right now. Look at him. It's just standing there, not saying a word. And that fucking 1985 jacket he got on and shit. I mean, you know, dude is just awkward. Just awkward. And with this film, we explore that dynamic. When someone from your past, an awkward person, happens to reappear. Now, in this film, we got Jason Bateman. His name is Simon. He's got his beautiful wife played by Rebecca Hall. Everything is going well. They've moved to L.A. He's about to get this possibly this big promotion at this security firm that he works for. Everything is fine. And then all of a sudden, this dude comes from the past, claiming he knows him from high school, a guy named Gordo. Now, normally people would say, okay, you know what? Hey, nice to see you, Gordo. What's up, man? All right, now move your ass on. Let me live my life. You live yours. Nice to see you. But Gordo puts him in an awkward position. It seems like Gordo can't stop bringing gifts to the house. Gordo's just shows up out of nowhere, leaves things, and sometimes he comes over when Simon's not home, talking to his wife.
Comes home all the time when Simon's not home, talking to his wife.
Normally these things would be off limits. But again, they're put in this position where, you know, this guy, he's not really harming anything. He's just really weird. So what do? Maybe we're nice to him for a little while. He'll slowly disappear. Now, one of the first things you're going to notice about this movie, as I said, is Joel Edgerton. I mean, it's seriously just very weird and awkward when he comes around. The guy, you can tell he's not comfortable, Martin. Mm-hmm. You know, first of all, he got that body language like a puppy that's been beaten. I know about that. I beat my mojo every day. I see it. And he's always apologizing throughout the film. Socially just feels very, very out of place. And he at least made the effort to try to muster up the courage to talk to him. So you can't really ignore him, as in this scene right here where Gordo meets Simon for the first time in some swanky-ass fucking store that you buy shit for your new house in.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm sorry to bother you. I think I know you.
Yeah? I'm sorry. Can't place you.
Is your name Simon? Simon Cowell?
Yeah, Simon. Hi.
Oh,
we know each other.
Oh, we went to school together.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. Which one? Fairmont
Park.
Really?
Yeah.
Same grade? What year did you graduate? Hey, honey. Excuse me 1 second.
15 minutes.
Okay, sure.
Well, This is my wife, Robin. This is, I didn't get your name, sorry.
Gordon Mosley.
Hi, Gordon. Robin.
Gordo?
Hey.
Wow, buddy. I did not recognize you. Gordon Mosley. Oh, my gosh, honey. Gordo and I went to school together like, I don't know, what,
Really?
80 years ago.
Do you see what happened there? Did you notice what happened there? I'm asking you, man, you seen the movie. Do y'all see what happened here? This guy who just mere seconds ago we said, this dude's fucking weird, he's scary. I'm talking about Gordo. Did you see how all of a sudden, at least for me, I started being kind of defensive for Gordo. Like I felt more sorry for Gordo, and I felt a little more protective of him. Do you know why?
Why?
Because Jason Bateman is a dick. Yep. Did you see how he was just so condescending? I mean, he's just
wasn't
so
condescending.
Bullshit. The moment he started doing that, I was like, man, fuck you, dude.
He was not condescending.
Yeah, man, immediately when I started.
No, here, he's not condescending. Everything he did here is a natural reaction. Both of them. That's natural. Okay, tell me at what point he was condescending. What did he do?
Okay, I'll tell you. Let me see right here. I got it right here. You know, maybe it's just me. I don't like when people say one word to me in a certain way. Buddy, I don't like that shit. When you do, hey, buddy, you know, you're already talking down to me.
Gordon, Robin.
Gordo? Wow, buddy, I did not recognize.
Fuck you, man. Don't you fucking condescend me.
It's not condescending. They just established that they've known each other before.
Then my instincts are better than yours. I see this shit ahead of time. I would already be.
You're just quick to be offended. You don't want to walk around all the time like, you saw how he talked to me? What, man? He said hi. Yeah, hi. The way he said hi. Don't tell me you ain't hear that shit.
And what do you come back later? A week later, man, that dude's an asshole. I tried to tell you, Martin. You didn't listen. But
the way he said
look at his fucking face.
Nah, man.
He didn't know him though.
Hush, girl, I'm gonna get you on in a minute.
I agree with you.
Even his wife was looking at him. I know I'm being Jason Bateman to you now. Hey, hey, buddy, can you keep it down a little bit over there? Now, even his wife is just like, Jesus, man, you ain't got to be a dick that much. But you know, we'll touch on that later,
Okay,
Martin.
all right.
Now, as I said, the guy's bringing by gifts all the time, and they're put in a position of, okay, fuck, let's just have him to dinner. And Jason Bateman didn't even want to do it. Simon didn't want to do it. It's the wife that kind of did it, and that brings up an interesting dynamic. But it's here at dinner. Maybe Martin and I, we don't agree on that point, but at dinner, surely you can sense something. This is where things start to be revealed. Gordo starts talking about Simon back in high school. And while he's praising him the whole time, you really do feel an uncomfortable undertow there, this feeling that something is just not right, and it's not all about Gordo.
Simon says, new job. All right? Simon says, beautiful wife and a new home. Well, see, should have no problem starting a family. Because Simon says. Yeah. I I have one too many wives. I just talk way too much.
No.
What's been going on with you? What's happened to you since high school? Everything good?
Military. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, that's true. Military, straight out of school. 2 tours. And then I got out of there. And, since then I've done a lot of things. But, a lot has happened to me since we last saw each other. Some good, some bad, like life, mostly good. But, I believe that a lot of the good could come from the bad,
I hear you.
Amen. Look at now that I love that, because there's a thing that again, they don't put everything out there. These little things are revealed. One of the things I really like is that dynamic between Jason Bateman and Rebecca Hall, because he's the one that's always telling her, this motherfucker's got to go. And she's like, oh, he's not so bad. Let's bring him to dinner. He's like, and half the time he's already there. He comes home and walks into the room, and Gordo's on the couch. He's like, oh, shit, God damn it. What the fuck is he doing? Oh, he's not so bad. And you're thinking, okay, maybe she's naive. Maybe she's not that smart. Maybe she's too trusting. But did you notice how in the movie they laid those clues down? Like they're trying to have a baby. They're in a new place. She's staying at home. And I love that subtlety of her. She's so open to this guy because she feels distant from him too.
Right.
It's not being openly said. He's not abusive to her.
Right.
But she even knows there's something wrong with this.
Yeah, there's something
my
wrong.
husband. There's something wrong with him. I love that, man. And as Gordo should be more suspicious, it's her that starts looking up shit on her husband. She's like, why does this guy have such a hard-on for this guy Gordo, my husband? Why does he hate him? She starts going through shit. She starts finding like he's keeping files on the guy. Why? She's like, why are you investigating this guy so much? What the strength of this movie is that it's a slow turn on things. There's one guy who we should be feeling really uncomfortable about starts to slightly turn things, the suspicion on the person that we normally would trust. And the cool thing about it is that they're pitching this as a thriller. And they're trying to show you, they're trying to make this shit seem like, because it's a Jason Blum movie, Blumhouse Productions.
Right.
And they're trying to make it seem like, oh shit, maybe Joel Edgerton, you look, maybe he's really a ghost. Maybe he was dead. He's hunting these people. He's the only one
That never crossed my mind. Blumhouse or not, come on, man.
I'm just saying, man, even Joel Edgerton, like, seriously, Corey? Come on, man. But what I'm saying is they're trying to pitch this as maybe there's something supernatural going on, or maybe he's some kind of killer, and things are going to start
Maybe that.
Fatal Attraction.
Yeah, because it's a real throwback to the 90s, and when Fatal Attraction came out, you got a lot of those kind of suburban thrillers that were happening then, and this feels like one of those.
Yeah, and the thing about this film is that it is, to me, I don't think it is one of those. This is more like a very dark drama, or if you want to call this a thriller, a psychological thriller. It's not what you usually expect from something like this, or at least the way it's being sold. Now, what are you laughing about?
Well, yeah, I mean, you could call it a psychological thriller or a really long anti-bullying PSA.
You know what? And it is. I look, and I appreciate that. I mean, that's one of the things that makes this different. When you watch a movie like this and they're not following the rules of a typical thriller, or it's not being played out like a typical thriller, the things that they do put in there where you normally would say, oh, well, that's an old tired trope or cliche of a thriller, it works here. All those jump scares, because there's a few in here.
Yeah.
But they work because you don't expect that shit coming. Somebody threw a rock through a window, and that scared the fuck out of me.
I'm happy, and I love you, and I love him, and love you guys.
Better
and
speech.
I gotta put this girl. Come here. No, now you don't want to be on. Come here, Jenna. Pull that microphone up to you.
Oh my God.
This girl over here, she jumped.
That wasn't even the biggest scare
That
in the
wasn't even
movie.
the biggest scare. You jumped your ass up when move closer. Move closer.
To me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm scared still.
Yeah, I did the same thing, and I ain't even the biggest scare in the movie. Like that rock hit that window, and Jen over here, she's like, oh shit.
Yeah, I don't do well with stuff like that.
Yeah.
At all.
No kidding.
Did you shit on yourself?
No, I did not.
Okay. All right. Just want to make sure, but you start sticking this room up. That ain't even the biggest scare right here. You don't look at me like I'm crazy the way you jumped. That's not even the biggest scare.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess.
the hell is that?
Big.
Are you okay? No, it was very jumpy.
You just jumped so far. I don't know what that
What was that?
I think it's
Turn on those
Once?
outside
Careful.
lights.
Turn the light on.
Martin had to stop. I was on the screen. I was at the movie. I'm like, man, stop. Is it cold? Scared the fuck. That shit scared. See, I even told you the rock was coming, and it still scared the shit out of you.
It does. It does. Because it's the timing.
It does.
That's
You can't even talk right. This shit scared you so bad. It doesn't.
It was the timing.
It was the timing.
Okay.
I was counting, but it was totally off.
The only bad thing about that is that like when that fucking rock hits, how everybody just goes back to laughing and shit.
You just jumped so far.
They ain't laughing. Did you know? Even if they had black people at that party, would have been shit. You better call 911, motherfucker. I'm spending the night here, but it's effective because it's played out like a drama. You don't see that kind of stuff coming. I have to say, Joel Edgerton's direction. Now, I can't. He's an actor. He's been on many movie sets, so I give him. You kind of expect. All right, you should have learned something. Been in so many films, but he does a very effective job here, man. This is a strong debut as far as his direction goes. One of the things I noticed, and a lot of people didn't at the beginning of the movie, is that you don't even know. Half the people didn't even know Gordo was there.
Right.
Like, there's a part where he's in the background, out of focus, and I looked at it, and I didn't even know it was him. I was like, who the fuck is that dude back there? Because I thought it was an extra. I was like, man, that's
Oh, so you hadn't seen what Edgerton looked like?
No, I didn't know,
Where's
man.
everybody going all of a sudden?
I don't know. Fuck them. They going to clean their pants. Got scared. Yeah, it's a real strong thing, man, because he lays down these little visual cues throughout the film, and this is something where I would even tell people if you want to be a director and you want to work with little money but be effective, watch this film. We say it's a Blumhouse Productions. You know they ain't got no money. They make movies for $5. And if you watch this, you'll notice how it's not very fancy. As far as they don't do any real fancy shots. They don't do anything that's
locations. But there's the house, the office, and what? The restaurant.
Yeah, it's nothing flashy going on here. It's very minimal direction, and it's effective. It's like I said, it's a strong directorial debut. Now, as far as Joel Edgerton himself goes, great role for him, man.
Yeah,
I thought he did an excellent job.
Well, he has shown plenty of range. I forgot what movie that was where him and Jennifer Garner had the kid that grew from a tree, but he's completely different in that. You can often not recognize him in things. So it's great to see him, pull off this role here where he's playing such a little meat guy, because you never think of him that way. And Jason Bateman, who usually keeps playing these same kind of schlubby roles that Ben Stiller used to do, it's good to see him be an asshole like he was in Bad Words.
Yeah. I mean, he's a straight up asshole, and that's the thing about him in the movie. Maybe it was just me, but he just makes all these expressions throughout the film where he just looks down on people from the beginning. I never trusted this guy from the beginning. He's just a smug motherfucker, man. It's to a credit to his performance. Again, it's one of those things where I don't like the actor anymore. Like if I saw Jason Bateman, I'd be like, Jason Bateman, fuck you. And then, I'd be mad. Try that shit on me, bitch. You'd be like, what the fuck did I do?
Yeah,
you in that fucking movie. That's what you did.
Yeah, but you saw how he was in here. He kicked your ass.
Bullshit. Now you make me want to challenge him, man. Don't say that shit. I'll go find this bitch, man. I'll go to jail. I'll be like one of those crazy people.
Well, the challenge of this movie, because, I mean, he does later reveal himself to be a true king asshole. But in the beginning, you could say he's smug, but I was like, well, he's not really doing anything wrong. I mean, he didn't approach Gordo. Gordo came into his space, and he wasn't all that welcoming, but Gordo should have been picking up on some social cues, like, all right, man, don't try to monopolize people's time. Don't catch when you're not really wanted all the time, and just walking up on somebody's property in the middle of the day, dropping gifts off. You don't do shit like that. I mean, the thing is, you know what? I like, because I knew what was coming. I was like, I know I'm supposed to feel sorry for Gordo, but fuck Gordo, because he is crossing a lot of boundaries, and not without saying what happens. They try to play Gordo up like, see how sweet and innocent he was. You're like, wait a minute, this motherfucker was plotting shit and doing all kinds of weird things from day one. Nah, he ain't off the hook to me.
But he only did it because Jason Bateman is an asshole and had something coming. That's why it happened. If Jason Bateman hadn't have been a dickhead in the first place, you wouldn't have had this movie, man.
Yeah, but
you always rooting for the fucking assholes.
But Rebecca Hall had to catch a bunch of shrapnel because of him trying to get revenge on Jason Bateman. That shit ain't right.
All comes back to Jason Bateman, man. It's funny how you want to root for the underdog, except when they really need you, man.
You need therapy.
You almost like a
right?
The fuck is mean? What the hell is that?
It's like you
pull the microphone close so I can hear you.
How much time did Gordo spend plotting each little thing out to get revenge on Jason Bateman? I agree. It's like, who does that though?
Yeah, I mean, what Jason Bateman did was horrible. No doubt about it. But there is a point where you find other ways to get around that. And what he did, I'm like, damn, man, that you should go to jail for that.
I don't agree. Well, you know what? No, there's a point where, and you make a really good point right here, because, and I don't know if people are making a big deal about this or not. I thought this would have been controversial, because it's a fucked up film for it to be as compared to thrillers where there's murder and stuff.
Yeah,
this is way more fucked up than a lot of things that I've seen, and I'm surprised that there aren't women out there protesting this film or boycotting it or getting angry right now.
Give it time.
Yeah,
give it time and a slow news day.
You heard it here. You heard it right here. This shit is about to blow up. So the people going to talk about how this movie doesn't deserve to exist, how this movie's fucked up, and it is kind of fucked up. They haven't out because there's a loophole here where maybe, you know.
I'm almost sure that he didn't.
Okay.
I'm almost sure.
And that's why, I think that's why people are letting this slide, because they can go that out on it. But I wouldn't be surprised if this ends up being a very topical, controversial film.
There is a huge plot hole in this thing, though.
Can you say it on the air?
Oh yeah, I can.
What is
this? Is one of these things where like say I love a movie like this, and I bring my mom in. It's like, Mom, you gotta watch this movie. She would find this and point it out and ruin the movie for me. And it would be one of these things where it'd be something so simple, or her saying like, with all this going on, how come Jason Bateman never bought an ADT alarm system?
You know, for the company that he works for, a security company.
Exactly. Because I'm like, that would have been like the minute something weird went on with your new house and you knew your wife was at home by herself, you would call ADT up and buy that thing the next day.
The motherfucker gets a discount on a security system.
And they are not poor. They're rich people. And all that shit going on, I'm like, for real? No home alarm? Come on, man.
Well, Martin, maybe the deal is that they were getting it installed. We just to see that part. You know?
I got one. It don't take that long.
You know, I mean, he's in and he's busy, man. You know, I'm just saying, I can let some things slide, brother.
Man, I can let some things slide too, but that's glaring. I'm like, wow. I keep thinking like at some point they'll address it. At some point it'll be like, oh, he disarmed.
I know.
Like, nope, just never got one.
Even Jason Bateman like, damn, man, I really didn't think of that. We feel real stupid right now. No, she like, whoops. I really like this movie a lot, and I'm beginning to have a love-hate relationship with Jason Blum. Jason Blum, he's like the white Tyler Perry to me right now.
Right.
Because
look at it.
No, don't y'all. No. I love Tyler Perry. The thing is, it's a love-hate relationship with Tyler Perry because I admire the business side. But it's the movies that kind of fuck up everything. The business that you're in, you know.
I love everything except the actual thing you do.
Except the product.
I was not in agreement, so I was like, wait a minute, where is this going?
Man, I love this restaurant. The ambiance. This fucking food is horrible, though. But the thing, Jason Blum got one step up on him, though, because Jason Blum, look, this is a true businessman right here who's also an artist. He makes a lot of bullshit. I mean, look, he ain't fooling nobody. Like those cheap horror movies he makes, sometimes they're innovative, and they're innovative because he does work with a cheap budget. Then he makes some bullshit like The Gallows was like, look, man, you just trying to fucking rip people off now. Don't, come on, man, have some fucking pride in yourself. But with movies like this, and with Whiplash, which also came from Blumhouse Productions.
Right.
Whenever we get that Blumhouse intro, it ain't got that dead girl walking, you know, it's like, oh no, we're in legitimate field now. So far, the track record has been good. I actually I'm close to just really loving this film right here. I mean,
God damn, you gonna suck his dick anymore?
He's gonna hit those balls in a minute. Like,
yes, keep going.
that bullshit eating grin.
No, hey man, you know, I give credit where credit is due. I love people who can like come out and play on expectations, fool you every now and then.
Yeah.
I mean, the guy, I think he's doing a great job with the movies that he really wants to make, and then the ones he just wants to make money with. Fuck, man, if somebody gonna give you some money for bullshit, are you not gonna take it? Yeah, why not?
I do this show.
Easy time. Get out of my house! You're proud of yourself.
Hold on, I'm just going smooth on. Slide on up.
Oh, shut up, Jenna.
Damn! You know what? Hold on. I'd be on your fucking side, Korey. Like,
can't you just support me just once? Jesus,
you know
fucking
what? You want a hug?
No, I don't want one now. Don't patronize me.
She gives really good hugs.
But you can rub those titties on me.
Sure.
Yeah. No, I don't want no arm. Just, just.
Oh.
Thank you. Oh, hell no.
Who's gonna steal my Shawshine. Always.
Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. Full price. Shit.
I liked it too, but I ultimately had to give it a matinee. And
Why?
Because it's leading up to something, and then when they finally spring the end on you, I was like, I don't quite buy this, and it's not satisfying.
Okay.
And
All right.
that was, it's really building up to that, and I was just kind of like, that's a bit too much.
It is a stretch.
It's a stretch, because when you think about like everything he planned for that, you're like, this could have easily have just backfired or gone wrong or not been effective whatsoever.
Well, I still like the movie because it's such a small part, the ending, but what happens. I will say they do some shit. They try to do some usual suspect shit.
Yeah, they do. But also, it really kind of, it undermines your feeling for Gordo.
Why? No, I'm kidding, man. I'm kidding, Martin. No, I get it. But it depends on which route you decide to take.
Well, no, either.
Okay.
Either way. Just setting it up in the first place. Because even if it's not as extreme as they try to paint it as, it's still really bad.
Okay. All right. I don't really agree, but
And took a lot of malice of forethought. I'm like,
I do not agree with
fuck
this.
all y'all. Fuck everybody in this movie.
We cannot.
Yeah, even the wife?
Even her.
I don't agree with this.
Yeah,
at all.
no. If you got somebody coming in your house and you're like, this dude is weird, and she going like, oh, come on, let him stay. It's like, would you stop that? Just listen to me. I know this dude.
All right. All right, Martin. You're a star fucker, man. That's all you are.
Okay. All right.
You want to kiss the bully's ass in high school. I know. You that fucking dude in the background. Yeah, man, kick his ass. You that fucking dude. I know. I see why you like this, man. Man, that's all right. Got no fucking life.
You think you're done with the past, but the past is not done with you.